What's up, guys? Welcome to Aston Martin Newport Beach. I found my next car. It's right behind me. This was retired 5 years ago. This is an ex-Red Bull F1 car. You don't get very many chances to get up close and personal with an F1 car, so you guys are gonna have to come real close, check this out, and then we gotta hit Lamborghini Newport Beach because they have a massive show today. Wouldn't this thing be epic to rip? And the crazy thing is Red Bull is so out of the box when it comes to F1 that they've actually have videos of these cars and their drivers in all sorts of remote locations. They rip through the tunnel in New York. They drive this on the snow with chains on the actual F1 tires. Mad, it's absolutely mad. The downside is even if they gave any one of us this car, none of us would fit in it. The average F1 driver is like under 160 pounds, so extremely fit and typically not that tall. Imagine having to crawl into that. There's no way I would even come close. This is my spec if I was to get an Aston Martin DBS, satin black with the black forged carbon badges. This thing is so mean looking. These are forged carbon badges. I think this is a pretty expensive upgrade to get these badges, but they're so sick.
Fun fact about this car?
What's a fun fact?
You can't afford it.
It's actually true, it's very expensive. Now, if you lift up this whole clamshell one-piece hood, you guys, these don't look super complicated, but they are all crazy carbon fiber louvered fenders in a way that you just don't ever see.
Imagine trying to clear ball that.
Is that hard?
Oh yeah.
Is that something you guys have done?
We've done a few of these, yeah.
Not fun.
Not fun.
All the way from the A-pillar, the roof, all the way back to the glass, that's all carbon fiber, the entire roof.
The satin paint on this car is a $17,000 upgrade.
This $17,000 paint.
Black is $17,000.
Wow. And this wing, that's so sick.
It's huge.
I really like it. I mean, this car is really like, they nailed it with this.
Oh yeah. And Dave's actually already driven one.
I have.
Facts.
I slid it around the corner, reverse entry into the freeway.
Reverse entry onto the freeway. Okay, let's go to Lambo Newport Beach without any further ado. Lamborghini Newport Beach, but we brought a Ferrari and a McLaren. What's up, guys? Yeah, the show is always good. Hey, how are you, partner?
All right, here we are at Lamborghini Newport Beach, and there's a pretty good sized crowd considering the weather isn't the best.
Oh yeah. Hey, there he is. You made it.
Way to show up late though.
It's the best show. It's the best show so far, considering it was wet.
Yeah.
They don't. Hey, what up? They do not like the rain down here. It really freaks people out. See. We're from British Columbia, Canada. Like, it always rains, so we're pretty used to it. Of course, we're at Lamborghini Newport Beach. There are a ton of Lamborghinis. That's not what I want to see. I want to see my dream car, goals, right here. And this happens to be the very first production Bugatti Chiron with sky view. Bam. How crazy is this? Now I know I'm already 40 and I missed the age requirement to pick up a Bugatti. However, that's not gonna stop me. What do you think? If I spec'd mine, should I do like a panda theme like this, white and black? Dave, you feeling this or what? Check this out. Cool. This is really cool.
It's tempered so it won't shatter. Watch this. Why don't you have a car like this?
Well, you know why. I pay you.
Oh yeah, my 1%.
Yeah, you're my reason why I can't get this. This is your salary right here. This thing is stunning. This is the goal right here for me personally. This is my favorite car, the Chiron, and I'll tell you why. It's sleek, it's a supercar, and it's built in a manner that it's super reliable. I don't know how, because you know I'm not mechanically inclined, but this car is super reliable. Now, the one thing you do have to get rid of when you buy a North American spec Bugatti is you gotta get rid of these bumpers. Now, it's only a couple of bolts, but you can actually pull these off because they are god ugly, but they were required in order for it to be legal here. And yeah, pop the bolts out, pull this piece off, and it's nice and clean. Almost every Chiron owner does that. I don't even know why they stick them on. I got the Bugatti Chiron key. Check this out. Look at those headlights. I'm sold. Write me up.
Those are $4 million headlights.
I'll take it home. And we're about to go in the Chiron. Oh yeah. Oh, I feel right at home. You can have all the
broken
Lamborghinis, you can have the Ferrari. I'm gonna just get this. All right, here we go. floor, it sounds different in here. Bye, Dave. Wow. So much power in one little key. Listen to how the car sounds in here. That's nuts. Wow. It's crazy. I mean, it's really crazy. Okay, we need to get out of here. This is inspiring, but very dangerous because I can't afford this. I might be tempted to sell everything. The kids, the wife, everything for Chiron. I'm just joking. All right, guys, say hello to Pietro. He's the owner of this beautiful dealership. They have a Senna GTR, you guys. There are not many of these around and absolutely mad to look at. Wow. Okay, that's crazy on a whole new level. Look at that. I don't know who's gonna try to up the wing game, but game over. McLaren did the mic drop on the wing game. You guys, look at this. I'm like speechless. Not really sure what to say right now. This is so insane. It is the craziest yet still coolest looking wing I've ever seen in my life. Wow. And the sheer width of this car. And the diffuser. Look at the diffuser. This is very rare. I don't think there's many of these actually delivered yet. Senna GTR, full-on race car. That's a steering wheel if I've ever seen one. A lot of aero incorporated into this that's just not incorporated in a traditional Senna. A monster of a front splitter. This is just art. It's crazy. Now, do you think anyone's gonna find a way to get one of these on the street here? Yeah,
They'll find a way.
Really? That's so sick. Can you imagine seeing that drive down the road? All I want for Christmas is a Senna GTR. I'm gonna start my own song. It'll be a nice little jingle.
What do we have here, Car Ninja?
We got a Agera RS Koenigsegg.
This is the world record car.
Yeah, 272 miles an hour.
Wow.
277.9.
Back checking.
Guys, we just got invited to a private location. It's actually not private. I'm just making it sound fancier than it is. To go see Michael Schumacher's, I believe, 1998 retired F1 car. Come on. Sounds so good. All the different noises that DB. What's that?
I love your license plate. That's great.
You like that clickbait? You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Ready?
I'm excited. Holy crap. I see a race car. I see a race car. You see the race car? I saw a race car. I saw a race car. Damn.
720 horsepower up-tuned.
This is a 720 horsepower
Rear-wheel
naturally
drive.
aspirated rear-wheel drive Gallardo.
Yep.
Whoa! Look at the size of this wing. Holy. Is this really how it was driven?
Yeah, this is exactly how, like, it's baked. It's all
Wheel gap doesn't exist. There's tuck. There's actual tuck.
And we will be racing.
Oh yeah, look at he almost picked that up with one hand.
You got it? Yep. Or you want me to get it? You got it? You have somewhere to lean it.
It looks just like a normal motor.
It makes the opening smaller.
It restricts your airflow, so therefore restricts your horsepower. So take that off, you have more power.
Crazy. The man himself, Damon Ferrari from Daily Driven Exotics.
Pleasure. Hey, Aiken.
I love Lamborghini and Ferrari, but like to see a Gallardo that has a naturally aspirated V10 that can push up to 700 horsepower, I never thought was possible.
Well, and that won the Macau Grand Prix.
Wow.
And these things were very, very successful. As a matter of fact, Lamborghini won the 24 Hours of Daytona last year, as you probably know.
Okay, what is this?
The yellow car?
Yeah, the yellow car.
This is a 196S replica. In the 50s, there were essentially two classes. There was under 2 liter, under 3 liter. So this is an under 2 liter, which means 1.9 liter 6-cylinder, 196. 60s, Ferrari wanted to run in Formula 2, but you had to have a production-based engine. So Fiat built the 206 engine for the Fiat Dino, and Ferrari built the 206 engine for the Ferrari Dino.
So it's replica car.
Right.
Is this a replica?
This is a replica. They built three 330 GTOs, which is basically a 250 GTO with a 400 Super America motor. Wow. So this is a replica of a 330 GTO. It has a 332 plus 2 engine. We sold this car 3 times now. The real thing is worth some number in the $50 million range.
50?
50.
Yeah. You might not want to drive your $50 million car around.
We sold this car for $420,000. So for $420,000, you get a car that you can actually use. There's certain vintage races it's eligible for. It's a replica of state-of-the-art 1963, 64, 65.
Is that a replica over there? That's why we came.
That is the real thing.
That's the real deal Ferrari's F1 car. This was Michael Schumacher's car?
This one was driven by Michael Schumacher and Eddie Irvine and Larini, their test driver at the time. This was a test-only car. This is a 1998 F300.
This thing's crazy.
900 horsepower at 19,000 RPM. 19,000 RPM.
It like goes up to 19,000 RPM?
Yeah, that's another one.
What? Guess how much horsepower?
Oh,
Go.
600,
Keep going.
800,
Keep going.
1100,
900 horsepower. Guess what the red line is?
12,000,
Keep going.
13,000?
Keep going.
18,000,
Close.
16,000?
Nope.
17,000,
Going up more.
21,000,
19,000 RPM.
18,000.
I like that. Torturing these guys? 19,000 RPM. And guess what? He's going to start it for us and you can't plug yours.
These are what's called a zero clearance engine, which means it doesn't turn over. There's a big electric starter there. You could plug it in and you could turn the motor over, but you would do some very, very serious damage because these engines were built to last one race and they have to be preheated to operating condition so all the clearances are correct so you can actually start it and run it. Starting one of these cars is a very, very serious endeavor. This is a 2-pedal car, which means it has a brake and a gas, like a go-kart. So you have the shift paddles and you have the clutch. You basically pull these back. Yeah. And then when the lights go out, you drop them and off you go.
I had no idea that these cars were that complicated to operate.
How heavy is that?
Why is it so light? How is that possible?
It's 26 pounds.
Including the tire. With the tire. Yeah. And the modern ones are less. So Ferrari has something called F1 Clienti. And F1 Clienti is a program for very, very rich guys who want to own a Ferrari F1 car and want to go to Ferrari-sponsored, Ferrari-supported events. They put on roughly 6 events a year. About a dozen guys will show up with their Formula 1 cars. The factory maintains them. They're flown to the various events. The factory brings an army of mechanics. They bring all of the pit equipment, and bingo.
So how much do you think the weekend is to take this car out if you were a part of Clienti and go to, you know, Circuit of Americas and rip around for the day?
For a very, very, very round number, you're talking $75,000.
How big would you have to be to fit in here?
Under 5'9" and under 160 pounds.
You should have went with the first one before I turned the camera on. You don't fit, and he pointed at me.
Yeah, you don't.
Don't worry, I'm not offended. I know.
What do you weigh?
Pretty much what you just said.
Yeah, so
5'9", 160.
This is one of the first cars that really get into the aerodynamics. Most people see the wing and they think the wing is there to provide downforce. That's partly true, but the main job of the wing actually is to direct the air around the car to give it maximum downforce. You see the floor extending out?
Yeah.
That's
down
really
there?
the ground effects of the car. The whole purpose of the car is to create, to oversimplify, create a low pressure area or a vacuum under the car which pushes the car into the ground. If you look at the edges of you look at the center of the wing, that's meant to take the air up over the top. Well, I'm oversimplifying.
Of course.
But the center of the wing's meant to take the air up. The sideboards are meant to bring the air around. And if you look at the barge boards, do you see the barge boards?
I have no idea what a barge board is. Barge board.
Do you see how it's curved?
Yeah.
Well, on this car it's curved here, but the newer they get, the more it's curved all the way around. And basically, think about it. Air that hits here gets deflected around. You want a certain amount of air going into the intakes, of course, to cool the radiator and the oil coolers and so forth. But aerodynamics becomes more and more and more important.
Look at the tolerances with the tires. Is that for real?
That's for real.
Like, that's how the whoa, I just pushed the whole car. Look at this. How light is an F1 car? Watch this, look.
1,300 pounds.
Look at this. Roll the car for a sec, just a little bit.
8 horsepower, 15,000 RPM.
Can you believe that?
There's nothing in it.
So this has the engine in it and everything in it.
Yeah,
and I'm rolling it like, wow. Thank you for the tour.
Here's up, they match.
Oh, look at this. Photo shoot, I like that. That's funny.
Oh,
That's really funny.
tell you the story of the prancing skunk.
Well, we gotta leave something for the next time I come.
Damon's being famous over there. Look.
Yeah. Well, he's got a tick mark.
He does have a. God damn.